Every year, Riverton High School does our annual charity drive, Silver Rush, and it's tradition that DECA and FBLA come together to put on Mr. Silver Rush, a male beauty pageant, to help raise money for our cause. This year, I was one of the officers to head up that project, and it all started with project initiation. We set out a timeline for what needed to happen when, and delegated responsibilities. Next came project planning. We assessed the pros and cons from past years, made a couple tweaks, set goals in place, and then went to work. We had regular meetings to discuss our progress, and when issues came up, our advisors were able to step in and help us work things out. Next is project execution, which I personally think is the hardest part. We all had our assignments, and we worked hard on them. But when we needed help, we weren't afraid to ask for it, and I think that pulled us together as a team. Contestants competed in various categories, such as legs, talent, and formal wear. The grand prize was the title of Mr. Silver Rush 2017, in addition to a month of free grilled cheese from our school store. We advertised by selling a calendar featuring the contestants and made videos for social media.
Hi, I'm McKay Kimball, and I'm for the month of January, and I should be Mr. Silver Rush because I did some squats, so my legs look nice.
Alright, I'm Brock Chapman, and I'm representing the month of April, and I should be Mr. Silver Rush because my mom says I'm good.
I'm Seth Leatherbury, representing the month of November, which is arbitrary, but that's beside the point. I can't definitively say why I should be Mr. Silver Rush, but what I can say is that I am an icon.
Hello, I'm Jace Hazelgren, and I am March. Why you should vote for me? I'm 6'4".
Hey, I'm Caleb Rogers. I represent the month of June. I think you should vote for me because I'm 6'5". Ka-chow.
Everything goes nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine.
After compiling their score from the judges, we had 3 awards: Mr. Talent, Audience Choice, and overall Mr. Silver Rush. The outcome of the project was almost overwhelming. We crowned the next Mr. Silver Rush, bonded as an officer team, and rose over $4,000 in one night to contribute to the $191,000 total going to Millie's Princess Foundation to support kids with childhood cancer. I learned a lot about myself through this project. I learned how to be a better listener and how to really see things from other people's point of view, and I learned how to be flexible and open to new ideas that may come about. We've assessed the pros and cons of this year's male beauty pageant, and we're ready to pass the baton on to next year's officers. And that's what I call a successful project.